Hello, everybody. My name is Fable, and welcome to today's Toonkind 12 FPS Back to Basics. I'll be playing Bob, lovely accountant of Dodo Studios, and with me today is. Hello? Oh, I missed him. I missed the message.
Hello?
Oh,
Oh
excuse
no.
me. You're back. No, you're back. I hear you. I didn't see your
Okay,
message.
good.
I'm sorry. I
My
didn't
mic
see your
died.
message. I thought you were
My mic
just being
died just as we
quiet.
started.
I thought you were. I thought you were just being quiet for me to start recording. I'm sorry.
Well, I was being quiet, and then I made a noise, and then I saw my little green was going. Oh no. And I didn't hear much.
I just did I just did my introduction and was going like, and that with me today is.
Okay, hi, it's me, Abby. Hello.
And who are you playing today?
Today I'm going to be playing Little Tally Mark.
Oh my god. So this
Oh,
this is off to a great start. Uh,
it
t-
really is.
Today's FPS starts in none other than Dodo Studios. Abby, where
Oh
would you say
yes.
Tally is at the moment? What's Tally been
Hmm.
doing? Tally's been having a bit of a week, I imagine.
Yeah. You know, it's not every day where you get set free from the guy who's been mind controlling you for a long, long time.
No, I can
Like,
imagine.
good golly. Gosh. I mean, honestly, Tally's probably just been trying to figure out what the heck to do now. Because there's just like, what do you do when you're no longer mind controlled? She has no idea, but she's gonna find out eventually.
Oh, baby. She's baby. I love her.
She is baby. Uh,
But yeah, I imagine I haven't watched Barks and Files, but obviously I listened to Animus, and that
oh
ended off
boy.
with like with Tally getting carried off on Larry's shoulder. I imagine she's snuck off away from from Larry and the others at this point.
Hmm. Well, like, Tally, like, even though she's a kid, is very used to being independent. So I feel like she's been like hanging out with them, but at the same time, she's just been vibing on her own.
Aw.
Yeah, because it's quite a change to like suddenly have people offering her to stay with them. She's just like, hold on, give me time to process that, please.
Doesn't doesn't know how to process adoption.
Yeah, she really doesn't.
So where is she gone off to process?
Okay, well, hmm. Normally she vibes outside of like Dodo Studios, like hanging out in the subway or like at the park and stuff. But as you know, in Animus, Tobias tried giving her the key to the clubhouse, and she eventually off screen it ended up not taking that offer. But like she also really likes the clubhouse. And she wants to vibe in there sometimes. So she is currently on a mission to find Tobias in Dodo Studios and ask if she can vibe in the clubhouse.
Oh my god. And how is the search going?
Well, considering she's currently in the vents,
All right.
I'd say it's not going well.
God, on a scale of 1 to 10, how lost is she in there?
Well, let's roll and find out.
Yeah, let's.
Oh, survival, I suppose. Oop, 5. Oh, she is hopelessly
Oh
lost.
my god. Oh my god, that's amazing.
She took a right when she should have taken a left, and then another right, and oh gosh, where is she now?
I'm also gonna make a roll just to see if she's anywhere near a certain someone's office. 13. Can I argue advantage?
Yes, yes.
And I'll explain why advantage in a moment. 17, that's better. Yeah, Tally, you're like in the middle of crawling through, trying to figure out where the peck you are when you suddenly just hear, I know you're in there. You don't need to hide in the vents, you know.
Tally immediately is just, oh no. Oh no. Honestly, her first reaction is to roll still. Just stop moving.
I mean,
If she
yeah,
does not make noise, she cannot be perceived.
for anyone wondering, Tally has made her way to the in the vents near Bob's office, and Bob happens to have a younger brother who likes to sneak, and he also has a son that also likes to sneak around in the vents a lot. So Bob has gotten kind of used to hearing people in the vents. So Bob just assumes that that's 18. You check.
Tally is now quiet.
Bob, Bob is just. Is she by a? Well, she's probably by a vent opening in order to hear.
Yeah.
A few moments pass before Tally, you start to hear the rustling, and then whichever vent opening you're closest to suddenly opens up, and there is a little Toon who is staring at you, and then blinking in surprise. Oh, you're not. Oh,
Uh, Bob is just having this little Toon stare right back at him from within the shadow that's on her face.
I'm gonna make I'm gonna make an insight check real quick for because Bob 21. Bob is pretty certain that this is not someone who's here to try and kill his boss. I got a 21. Bob's pretty sure that whoever this is isn't someone here to.
Tell me, roll it.
Sure.
Bob.
Sure. I was 23.
That's a nat 20!
I said that 20. What was her insight for?
To see if he was gonna start chasing her.
No, no, he's not gonna not at the moment. He's just kind of, he just is thinking about he's trying to process who this person is, because he doesn't think he's seen this person before. But they're in the vent. They look like a kid. He goes, and with the 21, I could say Bob can probably tell she looks lost.
Yeah, definitely.
So Bob in his mind comes to a few conclusions. One may not be completely accurate, some pretty accurate, but anyways, he just goes, "Oh, did you get lost in the vents?"
Yeah. She just says very sheepishly.
Oh well, here, come on, come on out. It's. I mean, the studios could be a bit of a maze, but it's a lot easier to walk around than go through the vents, especially if you don't have a map.
Tally very pointedly avoiding saying that she's not technically allowed. Because she doesn't have any of the ID cards, right? Is just gonna very quietly start shuffling out of the vent.
And Tally, you come out to a little closet space of Bob's accounting office.
Nice.
There's lots of filing cabinets, lots of paperwork, lots of like extra office supplies as well on shelves.
Nice.
Bob
I think Tally just kind of like looks around curiously.
Bob quietly just closes the vent before shuffling off the table, because I don't think the vent is at ground level, or at least not this one.
Yeah.
Bob's like 3'5". How tall is Tally?
Well, Tally is little. Like, how I've always pictured her height is that she's shorter than like the engineer, but her hat makes her look taller.
Okay, no, if she's shorter than the engineer, then she's definitely shorter than Bob. Oh my gosh, she's tiny.
She's little.
I just realized that in my head. She's so tiny. But anyways,
Like short kid size, basically, but maybe a bit taller.
yeah. But, so anyways, Bob closes the vent, gets off the table he had climbed up on to open said vent, and just gestures for Tally to follow him out of the closet because it's the closet, and you don't want to have conversations in the closet.
Tally just very quietly nods and just kind of follows behind Bob, like, oh boy.
So I haven't seen you at the studio before. Are you? I don't think you're. Are you? He goes looking through his paperwork. He doesn't think this is someone who's been hired, but frankly, you never know. Frankly, with engineer, you just don't know.
Honestly. Gosh. Gosh.
I'm sorry. If you work here, I haven't gotten the paperwork for you yet. But if you don't work here, are you someone's kid?
Uh,
Oh no, Abby's mic went again. Oh no. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight the mic. Oh, I heard something. I'm hearing an echo.
Hold on, the headphones are not connected. Give me a...
hello?
Hello?
Hold on.
I hear you.
Hello?
I hear you. I can hear you, Abby.
Hello?
Abby?
Oh, I hear you now. Ah,
Ah!
okay. Okay.
So
Oh.
what did she say?
Honestly, just that. Just a.
I'm gonna.
Like, trying to scramble for an answer, but like.
I'm just gonna.
She's kind of been like thrown off her groove.
I'm gonna roll another insight. It's a 24. Oh my god.
Oh gosh, what do I say for this insight?
Like he's just. I don't know. Well, is she? I guess in this case, is she gonna try and lie or?
well, like, here's the thing. Tally like thinks she's still not allowed, considering the nature of the last time she was here. Technically, so like, she's just sweating bullets as like she eventually grasping for straws just goes like yeah, kid, someone's kid.
It's an insight
And
of 24.
Bob, you do not believe her in the slightest.
Not at all. Not at all. But it is a 24, so I want to say oh yeah, he could tell that's a lie for sure. But like I don't think he sees like any. This isn't a lie out of trying to cause trouble, like some people he knows. This is a lie made. This is a lie made to not get in trouble, which he is familiar with from his own kid.
Precisely.
So I think instead, Bob is gonna watch this kid for a bit and then smile softly. It's like it's okay. You're not in trouble or anything. I just want to make sure. Or
I'm not. Tally looks very relieved all of a sudden.
oh no, of course not. Though I do want to make sure you're not by yourself here. It's not the safest place for kids.
Oh, phone.
That was my dad's phone. It's not the same. Not to say we don't follow safety regulations. It's just a movie studio, so we do a lot of things that wouldn't be good for kids to get. I'm rambling a little bit.
Hey Bob, can you real quick roll another insight?
Sure. Are you sure? I feel like he's gonna get a really high one again. It's a 24.
Well, like, as surprisingly is just nodding and understanding. Which very much gives the vibes of, oh yeah, she knows what's going on here.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's gonna lead Bob to just like shake his head, stop himself from rambling, and just go, I mean, this place has a pretty good reputation, and I'm sorry, I've not been here terribly long, so maybe you've been here, and I just haven't seen you. My name's Bob, and he holds out a hand to her.
Oh, I'm Tally, and like Tally like holds up like a hand that's like covered by a very long sleeve, and then she pauses, pulls the sleeve back, and then shakes Bob's hand with her little glove mitten thing.
Aww. And Bob just smiles friendly, though he does think to himself, that's very long sleeves. Do
Very
those?
long.
And he actually can't help but ask, do those make it difficult to hold things?
Oh, and like Tally just like looks at her hands that are covered by the sleeves. Uh, sometimes, but I like them. And she like wiggles the sleeves a little bit.
Bob chuckles. Well, as long as you like them, I think that's the more important thing. Uh, hmm. Well, I'll admit, Tally, you came in just as I was actually about to go on, and he checks his watch. He checks his wristwatch. I was about to go on break for a bit, but I wait. I do wait.
Oh,
Also, I do need to actually ask again. You are a kid, yes? I'm still figuring out what makes Toon's children here.
I mean, I think so.
Okay. Okay, in that case, it would be very irresponsible for me to leave you by yourself in the studios. Would you like to come and, uh, do you like pancakes?
uh, Tally like thinks for a bit before she shrugs. It's been a while since I've had pancakes, I think.
Oh, well, would you like to have some?
I don't remember how they taste. Oh, sure. Yeah. And like Tally has gotten like very like she doesn't like grin excitedly, but you can see the sparkles in her eyes. Of the sparkles in the eyes that are obscured by shadow.
Aww. I think that's more than enough encouragement for Bob to be like, okay, I'm gonna make pancakes for this kid. Well, all right then. Well,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and head to the kitchen. We don't need,
Oh, okay.
and I can show you the way. That way you don't have to take the vents. Or you can take the
Okay.
vents, just better that you have a map. I don't have
Do you do you have a map?
a
I used to have a map, but I lost it.
6. Bob rummages through his hammer space. I have a lot more things in here. Hold on. And he pulls out. Oh, here it is. And he pulls out the map drawn out in crayon by Rad. And it's
Aww,
got stickers on it. I have this
that's
one.
adorable.
I have this one. My son Rad made it when he was exploring the vents.
Ooh. And like Tally, like very interested, like takes the map to look at it. She is perceiving.
Would you like to borrow it for now? Rad's made actually a couple more.
And like Tally thinks for a bit. Of course, walking there would be easier, but also sneaky. She likes being sneaky. I think she.
Hello? Oh no. Abby, your mic. Technology! Technology, I will fight you!
Ah!
Ah!
Technology is against me!
I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight your mic.
I'm gonna fight too, honestly.
I'm gonna gang up on Abby's mic. Anyways.
Okay. What was I saying? I was saying,
Bob was asking
Tally.
if she wanted to keep the map.
I think Tally eventually nods, like, yeah, I want to keep the map. The map is cool.
Bob and Bob just nods back. Just be sure to take good care of it, all right? Rad, Rad worked really hard on it.
Okay, I can do that. I'm very good at taking care of things. She says, very confidently.
It's good. It's good. It's good to be able to take care of things. And I think at this point, as they're walking down the hallway, they hear a very loud crash in from one of the sets. Because there was an FPS earlier today that I imagine is happening at the same time as this. But Bob hears that crash and just gently nudges Tally to just keep walking towards the kitchen. He didn't hear it.
Like, Tally jumps and, like, kind of, like, glances in the direction of the crash, and she just goes, does that happen a lot around here?
More than
Like-
I would like.
Because I know there's explosions, but that didn't sound like an explosion.
No, that sounded like a crash, but don't worry, we have medics and experts to clean any messes up.
Oh, okay.
Should
Like,
be
Callie
fine.
just kind of, like, hurries her steps a little bit, because she's got little legs.
Yeah, should be fine. And eventually they get to the kitchen. Bob knocks first before opening the door, and I don't know where Marcel is at the moment, but he's not in the kitchen, and Bob's gonna take advantage of that.
Yes, good.
Would you like to help?
I think, like, the first thing Callie does is, like, she scoots into the kitchen and immediately makes herself at home on the countertops, just sitting down on it with her legs swinging over the side.
Bob chuckles a little. There are stools right there, you know. And I might need the counter space to make the pancake mix.
Oh! Like, Callie realizing there are proper seats. I think, like, she, like, sheepishly climbs down from the counter before moving to one of the stools.
As she moves off, I think Bob then heads to the refrigerator and starts pulling out the ingredients to make pancakes with. Pancakes.
Yay!
I kind of
Pancakes!
imagine this being like a very, almost like a Ghibli kind of scene where Bob is just making food.
Yeah.
And he's learned from Marcel, who is part Ghiblian. So
Ghiblian techniques, you have them.
so
You know the secrets to good food.
it's just one of those pleasant it's just those pleasant times watching someone make food, I think.
Yeah.
And actually,
I gotta say, like, the whole time, Tally's like an oddly quiet kid, and, like, the whole time she's just kind of staring at Bob as he does this.
I don't think Bob minds that much. I think in the middle, like, oh, but I do think that once he gets to the point of pouring the mix into the pan to let it start cooking, he'll look over at Tally and be like, do you want to learn how to flip them?
Tally, like, blinks before she nods.
Well, here, come over here and I'll show you.
Oh, there's just like a moment where Tally just, like, scoots off the stool and, like, very carefully hanging off the edge of it because it's so picking tall. She's just a little bean.
No, yeah, Bob knows the struggle. He's patient. Don't worry. He
She
understands.
can climb up well, but she can climb onto things well, but getting off them is another matter entirely.
Aw.
So, like, hanging off the side of the stool, she hops down and her little feet land on this tile, and then she walks over.
All right, now it's a little tricky at first, but once you get the hang of it, and I'm gonna roll Dex real quick. 16, okay. It's
Nice!
Bob manages it. You can see him focusing a good bit though to get it done, but he manages to flip the pancake in the air, and it lands perfectly into the pan. Ta-da!
Nice. Tally's eyes are sparkling. And, like, after a little bit, she does a little applause, just like a little. That was cool.
Oh, thank you. I learned from my my older brother works here as the chef, so he taught me how to do this.
Okay, okay, okay. Roll insight real fast.
I, where's my insight? I always forget what my insight. Oh, it's a 9. Bob, what happened?
Yeah.
What happened, Bob?
I will say, Tally like looks a little confused, but you do not know what she's confused about. Just like something you said got her a little confused.
I think Bob still sees that face, and while he doesn't get it, I think he'll ask and just go, what's that face for?
Oh, and like Tally thinks for a very long minute. What's a brother?
Inside the mind, roll insight.
6.
Okay.
Tally stares, unblinking, like a cat.
Bob sighs, and I will say just for the audience to know, it's a sigh of relief because, oh, thank God, he wasn't the only person who didn't know family structures. This relieves him. But, oh, good, oh, yeah, hey, yeah, what's a brother? Yeah, I know that. Well, a brother is someone who's family. In a traditional sense, it's someone you share a parent with, but they could also be just someone that you just see as family.
Tally looks like she has several more questions. There are many words in there she does not understand.
I think Bob, should I roll insight again, or can I just?
Please, please.
14. Is that enough to tell she's confused?
I mean, it's pretty obvious. If she didn't know what a brother was, she probably also does not know the other family term.
Well, do you know what a family is?
Tally shakes her head.
Oh, okay. How to explain this then? Okay, well, from when I first learned about family, I guess in the dictionary term, or the most understood term about family is people who are blood relatives. So you have, sometimes it's mother father, or mother father. Bob thinks to himself as he's flipping another pancake. There's got to be a better way to explain this. So tell you what, I'm actually gonna roll to see how well Bob explains what a family is and family structures. Let's see how well Bob has learned about family. I'm just gonna roll straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence.
No, Bob!
I'm gonna argue for advantage, man.
Yeah, come on. I was like, what the heck is that? 17, that's better.
There we go.
It takes him maybe a few minutes to get a few moments to get his words together to explain it properly, but he manages to explain yeah, you've got families with the parents, children, and siblings, and so on and so forth, aunt, uncle,
nice,
grandparents,
nice,
so on and so forth.
Good. Callie is just kind of like nodding along, like, I'm actually gonna roll intelligence. See if she understands.
Oh.
She does not understand.
I want to give her advantage because Bob is explaining this.
Yeah.
Can we give her advantage, please?
We're giving her advantage.
No, it's a 2! It's a 2, she doesn't get it. I think
Nice parser said no.
I think at the end of his explanation, Bob has managed to put a couple stacks of pancakes on a plate. And just goes, does that any of that make sense?
Tally looks like she's about to nod before she shakes her head.
Ah, okay. Let's see. Well, you have you have friends, yes? Or you know what a friend is, right?
Yeah, Tally definitely nods at that, and she's like, I don't have a lot of friends, but I do have some friends.
Well, there's some.
There's Sammy. He's very nice.
Oh, you know Sammy?
You know Sammy?
I
Like,
do. What?
Tally looks surprised.
I do. Well, I met him recently at a Prismatone temple. He is very nice.
Tally has another question. What's a prismatone?
Oh, Prismatone's well, she's a deity. At least that's my understanding is that she's a deity of sorts.
What's a deity? Tally's just so confused.
Think of someone who's I believe they're an immortal being who are very very powerful,
Hmm.
and they can.
Tally suddenly looks very uncomfortable.
Oh, Bob, I think Bob sees that, and I think he misinterprets it, but in an understanding like, oh no no no, I know how you feel. I've met a few deities myself who were, or at least one deity who was not nice at all. But Prismatone is actually a quite nice person.
That's good. And like Tally just nods along. Like the entire time she's been like kind of like peeking over the counter to like watch Bob flip the pancakes, and like she reaches up like a little mitten hand, like, can I try?
Oh yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Bob gets another plate to put in front of her stool, and actually, do you need help getting back on your chair?
No, I can do it. And like Tally does have that climbing speed,
Oh cool.
so she just shimmies on up there.
Oh cool. Well, since she doesn't need help, Bob's gonna go back to the fridge and grab some maple syrup from there, and then come back to the counter, and then, uh, yeah, he definitely needs to get on his own stool, which, let me just make a roll.
Oh,
Dice parser. Dice parser.
Fable!
What? Internet.
Hello?
Internet.
Oh boy, the internet. The internet.
Ah.
Oh no! No, to use against the both of us!
Ah.
Fable! Are you back?
Ah.
Hello?
Am I back?
I hear you!
Okay. Internet.
Like you were explaining like Bob was gonna do something and
Yeah,
then,
I
like,
rolled. Yeah,
dead.
yeah, I rolled a dex. I rolled a dex to see how well Bob. It takes Bob a minute to get up into his stool.
Aww.
He does not have. Bob does not have a climbing speed, and Bob is not athletic by any stretch of the means. So Tally, you see Bob struggle a little bit to get onto his own stool, which I imagine is opposite of Tally. But then once he's up there,
Like I like to picture like Tally tries to give little tips on climbing.
oh, oh, that's very.
Just like a no, you gotta get a proper foot rest.
Oh,
You can't just jump.
oh, okay. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Hold on. I can. Okay, I got it. I'm good. I made it. All right. What are we doing? Pancakes, right? And Bob will put Oh wait, no! Before I do that, Eddie hops back off the stool, turns off the stove, and then goes back. And I'm not gonna roll again to see how well he gets on, but he manages to get up onto the stool again. Like, okay, there we go. Kitchen safety is very important. Always be sure to turn off the stove when you are done using it.
Oh. And like Tally just kind of nods along.
But anyways, Bob will. Uh, do you want to start with one pancake or two?
Two. I want to start with two.
Two? Okay. And Bob will put two pancakes on a plate. He will pour maple syrup over them, and with a fork and knife, he will nudge the plate over to Tally, or slide it over.
Yes, good. Good. Like Tally does not go for the knife and fork. And starts making a move to start eating with her little hands.
Wait. Your hands will get dirty.
But, like, Tally just looks confused again.
Here. You can use the knife and fork like this, and he'll actually after prepping his own plate, will take a will show Tally as he uses a fork and knife himself to cut a piece of pancake and eat it.
Like
with
a
the fork.
cat, Tally just very carefully watches before she tries to, like, mimic him.
How well does
And
she
just
do?
how well does she do? Should I roll dex or what?
Roll whichever you think is good.
I'm gonna just do straight dex.
Okay. 22!
There you go.
She does it!
An expert. She does it good.
Bob looks very proud of her. He goes, "Yes, that's right. You learn very quickly."
Aw. Tally beams and, like, she very happily takes a bite of the pancakes. And I gotta say, she's very happy. They
Aww.
taste very good.
Oh,
Yes.
Bob's happy. Bob is happy seeing that. Well, it looks like you like them. I'm nowhere near as good a good a baker or cook as Marcel, but I try.
Hey, real quick, roll insight.
Okay. There's so many people that Bob meets that happen to know other people he knows, and it's just.
It's so great.
Oh, come on, Bob.
Honestly, this happens often enough that I think you deserve advantage.
Yeah, this happens so much. This happens to him so many times. His world is so big and so small. 23, that's what I thought.
Yeah, there is definitely the instant, like, Tally, like, looking up at you in surprise. When you mentioned Marcel.
Yeah, Bob sees that mid-bite and just goes, yes.
You know Mr. Verso?
Yep, he's my brother. We've gone on a lot of adventures together. And then, suddenly in the mind of Bob, it's like, wait. Hold on, wait, oh no. Abby's mic is gone again, no! Well, while Abby's gone, I'm gonna make a quick insight roll on something real quick. I'm kinda hoping for the sake of funny that it's bad. Oh good, it's bad. Oh, this is gonna be really funny.
Gosh dang it!
Abby, it's okay.
Discord!
I had Bob roll an insight again. Cause cause from Tally's question, it's obvious that Tally knows Marcel. And Tally is a kid. And inside the mind of Bob is just like, wait, does Marcel have a kid? So. Hello?
Table!
Oh my god, again?
Again!
Was it me who
I
went
heard
out?
nothing!
Was it me or was
Yeah,
it?
it was you!
Ah,
It
internet.
was you!
Internet. What the heck? Stop.
Please,
Stop.
we just want fluff.
I just want fluff. But yeah, Bob just rolled a really bad insight. And so right now he's like questioning in his head. It's like, wait, does Marcel have a kid? And I didn't know?
I'm sorry, I'm dying. That's so funny.
Inside the mind
Oh,
of Bob,
man.
am I an uncle?
Aww. Aww. Oh gosh. Well, I think Tally is gonna say something along the lines of, Mr. Marcel teaches me how to read at the library. I've been getting better at it and stuff. Yeah. And then she just eats another bite of her pancakes.
Bob, then Bob goes, oh, and then that cloud, there's a thinking cloud over Bob's head that has so much like that math going on around it. And but as soon as Tally
It's
says
just
that,
a meme with all the floating math.
yes, exactly. But then it disperses once Tally says that. It's just like, oh, okay. And no, and then it's
Yeah.
like, wait, no, like, if she was, like, she would have known what a dad was, and she would have said Marcel was her dad. So never mind. Okay, panic averted.
The dots are being connected. Don't worry about it.
But didn't connect shit. I've connected them.
Exactly. Uh, actually, Tally is gonna roll hammer space. That's a 9. All right, that works. Tally actually tugs off her hat and like turns it over and just like reaches real deep in there and pulls out a coat that is very familiar to Bob and is way too big for Tally.
Oh,
And
that's
like she just
Marcel's.
yeah, he gave me his extra coat when we first met, and he was very nice.
Aw.
He also got me this scarf, and like Tally tugs on the little kitty blep scarf that she's
Aw.
wearing.
Aw, that's so nice of him.
Tally just nods, like yes. He's
I'm
very
glad.
nice.
He is very nice. So, roll insight.
Time for insight. I am so not used to having a plus insight.
15,
That is
yeah,
a
that's it.
15.
Yeah, Tally, Bob means it when he says that Marcella is indeed nice. But Bob also looks
Aw.
off to the side, and there's an also going on in his head.
Yes, the side of Versa that Tally does not know. The chaos.
Yeah, the chaos. The side,
Chaos.
the side that Bob is well acquainted with. The chaotic and emotionally constipated.
Mhm.
But Bob shakes his head. Well, but anyways, it is not. Well, anyways, it is nice to know that we know we know some of the same people.
And like Tally nods and like she thinks about it. Like she wants to know if if Bob knows anyone else she knows. So she like thinks about it real hard.
Aw.
And she's like, do you know Donut?
I don't think I a food or a person.
Person.
I don't think so.
They're very nice. They helped me out the other day with like Tally very pointedly like realizes, oh wait, that's not something I want to think about, and just stops there. And she just goes, actually, do you know Larry?
Well, that's a 26. That's a nat 20 insight. Bob immediately recognizes when someone's trying to change the topic. But Bob raises a eyebrow at that, but he doesn't call her out on it. He goes, I do know Larry. We don't talk we don't talk a lot. We are coworkers, though. We have not talked a lot now that I think about it. Mostly just paperwork things. Abby's mic. Wow, my internet and Abby's mic are not being nice to us today. What is with that? What is with that? I don't approve. Ah!
My mic! I'm a fight!
God, it's been your mic and my internet.
The world just doesn't want the fluff.
They don't want
It
the
just
fluff.
doesn't want the fluff.
They're gonna get the fluff.
Why do they not want the fluff? Anyway, what was I saying?
What were you saying? Because I was talking about answering the question about Larry.
Yeah.
And Bob had the
I think,
realization that he does not talk to this coworker at all that much.
I think like Tally like thinks for a bit before like just sitting there on her stool, swinging her legs back and forth, and uh, she eventually says, "I like Larry," before like taking another bite of her pancakes.
Oh, is he nice? I don't talk to him much
And
myself.
Tally nods.
Well, that's good. I haven't really talked to him myself, besides paperwork, and
I
he
mean,
always
at
seemed...
first I thought he was really scary, but then he's very nice.
Bob nod when Tally says that she thought Larry was scary. Bob nods sagely at that. Yes, he thought that too. He thought a bit of that too when he first started working here. He's very tall.
He is.
Though I suppose I can't say. Though I suppose I can't say that much. Marcel's much taller. I don't know. Marcel wears heels. Huh.
Like Tally is just nodding along.
Who do you think would be tall? If Marcel were wearing heels, do you think Marcel would be taller than Larry? Or same height?
Hmm. And like Tally thinks very good.
Bob also thinks.
I'm gonna make an intelligence and see what she comes up with. 9. I I think Larry might be taller.
I'd need to see that. I think we'd need to see them. We'd need to see them side by side to really know.
Okay, I am giving up on the headphones. Hello?
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 I'm trying to like my mic is dying again on my headphones and I'm trying. Gosh dang it. Please.
Uh,
Ah!
okay. Okay. I think I'm back.
Are you back?
I'm back.
You're
I'm
back.
back.
You're back.
I swear I'm back.
I think, I think Bob does a bit more thinky think on the heights of his coworkers and his brother bro worker whatever, and just shrugs and then looks at the pancakes and says, "Oh, I just realized. Do you want any milk with these?
Hmm?
Do you want a drink with the pancakes?"
Tally nods.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna roll another text. 17. Bob manages to get down without incident.
Nice.
Bob goes to the fridge. Bob goes to the fridge. He manages, gets the carton of milk. I'm gonna use that 17 and say he manages to climb up and get 2 glasses. Puts them on the table. Gets back off his stool. And Tally, you are then handed a cold glass of milk to have with your pancakes. Wow, we are just having nothing but tech trouble. Abby, Abby, I can't hear you. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna pause the recording while you do that. Yeah, Abby's having a bit of for those listening, Abby is having a bit of technical trouble, so I'm just gonna pause the recording here for a bit, and then we'll continue it once Abby is back. See you in a bit. And we are back. Ha ha ha. Are you good?
Hello.
I
think I'm good.
Alright.
Please let it be so.
I hope so. I hope so. Gosh, technology's not been nice. Technology has not been kind to us this day. Where did we leave off?
It has not. Where did we leave off?
I feel like we were talking about Larry and
milk. Oh yeah, they
milk,
were getting the milk. Yeah.
Yeah. Bob just got handed Tally a cold glass of milk.
Cold milk. Good. I think like Tally like looks at it weirdly for a bit before she like takes a sip and then she just starts guzzling it.
Bob
Like in a
blinks.
very toonish like tip the head back and like drink the whole thing in one go.
Bob just watches in a bit of surprise as he slowly as he slowly fills up his own glass.
Baby wants snack.
Listen, Bob is just staring at this child, and honestly, if this child doesn't belong to anyone, I'll be.
Oh no.
Bob
The
already has.
adoption.
Bob already has dad mode on, so. But anyways, I think when she's done with it, Bob holds out the milk carton like, did you want some more?
I think like Tally lowers the glass and like she has a little milk mustache that she licks off before she like holds out her glass like yes please.
And Bob chuckles a little bit, like, gosh, he's so cute. And then, with argument, he'll refill her
Good.
glass.
Good. Good.
So, Tally, how often do you? Since I haven't seen you here before, have you been here before at the studio?
And like Tally hesitates for a long while before she says, I was here once, one other time. She takes a sip of her milk.
Mm-hmm. Did you sneak in? And Bob says that very casually.
Tally like kind of splutters. And she's like,
And
yeah.
Bob laughs. Don't worry,
Yeah.
I'm not one to judge. I snuck in my first time too. I actually
You
came
did?
in. I did. It came in through a rope in the window. I believe it's called ziplining.
Ziplining.
Yeah, it's where
Well,
you.
how come you were sneaking in?
Well, me and two others, we'd seen other people sneak into the building, and unfortunately, the people at the front didn't really believe us. So, we got worried. So we went in to make sure there was no trouble. Unfortunately, the people who had snuck in before us had come in to try and kill the engineer. So,
Oh, okay. Insight, fast, real quick.
okay, okay. 24.
Yeah. Mentioning the killing of the engineer, Tally's shadow just kind of grows, and like it's not exactly obvious to like people who don't know Tally as well. But like since you did roll a 24, I'd
Yeah.
say like yeah, when Tally is like very big fear or particularly nervous, the shadow gets bigger.
I think Bob
So
Bob
oh
gives a very like comforting gesture of his hand, like, "Oh no, it's okay. We stopped them obviously, and oh goodness, I'm actually not sure how much I should say to a kid. Not to say that you're too young, or maybe you are too young. I'm actually not sure."
Tally just shrugs. And do you want to make another insight check for fun?
That was a 24. I kind of want to ride that 24 a bit more, but yeah, let's see what else I can.
But this is a new thing. This is a new thing.
11. Dang it.
Like I'm just gonna say, you mentioned, are you too young? Tally shrugged.
Yeah, age is kind of. I mean, I'm 28. Like, actually, like, but I've been 28 for 28 years, if that makes any sense, so. Age is very weird with a toon. With toons.
Yeah. I don't know how old I am, but I know I've been this tall for a long, long time.
I don't think. Well, that's okay. I don't think your height's not very good indication of age. I think. I mean, look at engineer. He's shorter than me, but he's definitely much older.
Tally laughs at that.
He is. He is a grandfather.
Hmm.
And the way he talks to, I actually no, I shouldn't talk badly about my boss, Though he could definitely be a bit more safer about some things, he says as he takes a sip of milk.
He makes very dumb decisions. He makes very dumb decisions.
He
Callie just pipes up.
he does. He does make very dumb decisions.
But
Like,
he is nice.
he is. That he is. He's an idiot, but he is very nice.
He's also scary.
Uh, only if. Sometimes. He can be. But I think if you don't let him scare you, he's actually I wanted to say more bark than bite, but from experience I actually know he is just as much bite as he has bark. Hmm.
Well, he's got a big mouth. He's very good at biting. In fact, he's
very
all mouth.
He is all mouth. He's very good at barking too. I've heard that tune yell from over from all the way across the other end of the studio.
Callie just nods sagely.
It's always something with that tune. Bob Bob is just. Do you know how often he? Well, see, I'm an accountant here, which is pretty important to keep a studio running. Do you know how often he falls asleep at meetings? A lot.
Callie starts laughing at that.
A lot. It got to the point where someone gave me firecrackers to put under their chairs.
That's silly.
It is, but you should. But I can't lie. It was fun seeing their faces when the firecrackers went off.
Oh.
This is very.
Oh, this is so soft.
It is.
This is soft.
Ah!
Do you like? So, well, tell me. You know of engineer. You seem to know engineer well enough to know that he's well. Him. Do you like his movies at all?
Callie like blinks before she shrugs and she says, "Well, I don't think I've seen any of his movies."
Oh. Oh well. How about if you're?
I know who he is though.
Would you like to watch a movie? They are actually very good.
I don't know. And like Callie just like kind of steeples her little fingers together, like from underneath the mittens. And she just I don't know.
Well, you don't
I
have
don't know
to.
if I like movies or not, because I haven't seen one before, and what if I don't like it?
Well, from what I've definitely seen movies that I don't like, but I've seen movies that I do like. I don't think it's a case of. I think it's more of a case of finding movies that you do like.
Hmm.
But the only way
Okay.
to know is if you try.
Okay. That makes sense, I think.
Tell you what,
Hmm.
let's finish up our pancakes, and I could take you to the projector room and show you one of the movies.
Okay. Like Callie just nods along in agreement
I
before
think.
continuing to eat the pancake. Nom.
Yeah, and I think like we could like do a cut from kitchen to them finishing up pancakes to the projector room.
Yee.
I imagine as they're walking to the projector room, though, they hear yet another crash somewhere in the studio. And Bob just shakes his head. I'm gonna have to go over the expenses for that.
What? It's like it's just wow. The things happen here a lot, huh? And
Oh.
Tally would know. She was the cause of a couple of those. I mean, what?
Bob just. A lot of things happen here. Yep, he just shakes his head and sighs. But anyways, to the projector room.
To the projector
To the
room.
projector room. I don't know what the projector rooms. Bob's been in here before, obviously, and he knows how to work the projector. Either just someone showed him, or
Yeah.
he's an artificer and he knows how machines work, so he figured it out himself. Either way.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, he lets Tally pick a seat as he sets up the projector, turns off the lights, turns on the projector, and pops in one of the film reels to play.
I will say, the way that Talia sits on the seat is not on the cushion, but on the head of it. She likes to feel tall.
Bob won't judge, but he'll come and sit beside her, and he will sit on the cushion. Bob is short, and he is comfortable. He is comfortable with his height.
Yes, good.
I'm trying to think. Oh, I didn't even think of what movie would be playing. I guess he'll just put on like Calamity Dame.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hey, roll insight real fast.
I just okay. Me player Fable
Yeah.
just realized this. But
Yeah.
Bob doesn't. Abby, I want you to know that me as Fable did not do this on purpose.
Well, it makes sense logically because it's like one of the most mild kid-friendly ones.
Yeah, like Bob was just trying to think of like which engineer film would be okay for a child to watch that didn't have too many explosions in it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, at first everything looks fine and Tally looks like she's enjoying it. However, the moment Primrose is on the screen, her shadow, the one that you saw grow before, grows again and it like covers half her body.
Bob sees.
And she just ducks behind the seat.
Oh, whoa. Oh, Tally, are you alright? What's wrong?
And like Tally just kind of peeks over the seat at the screen as the movie's playing and I I know her.
Who?
She's not very nice.
Who? He looks at the. Oh, wait, Primrose? Oh, are you sure? Are you sure that's the same person? Because Primrose I know is very nice.
And Tally shakes her head very energetically. She's very much disagreeing with you. The Primrose she knows is not the same Primrose Bob knows.
Oh man, I think with a 17 insight, Bob can very clearly see that this child is scared. So I think what he's gonna do first is go up to the projector and stop the movie. But then he'll come back to Tally. Oh, hey, well, I feel inclined to ask a bit more about that, but I promise you that at least Primrose now isn't a scary person.
And like Tally looks a little uncomfortable as she like rubs her elbow before like she just slowly nods.
And
Okay.
Bob will hold out a hand to help Tally out from behind the chair.
Tally takes the hand and like sheepishly climbs back.
Well, hmm. Well, let's see. Let's see if we can find an older movie that might be a bit nicer. And I don't know all the names of older movies, but I think Bob's gonna pick something that does not have Primrose in it. He's definitely going to ask about this to someone later, but for now, let's find a different movie.
Pip has made a suggestion.
Tickets, please. Yeah, let's do tickets, please. He will.
Yeah.
He'll put the movie tickets, please, into the projector and play that.
Okay.
And I think actually, let me once he's back at the seat, and once he's sure that Tally is comfortable in sitting, Bob will pull out a bag of candy.
Candy.
He has a sister that spoils him with candy all the time, so he always has extra at this point.
Candy. I think like Tally doesn't notice at first, but the minute she does, she's just yes. And she like moves to take one before she pauses and like looks up at Bob to see if it's okay.
And Bob nods. Though he also like places the bag like between his seat and her seat, and he gently pats the cushion. It's much.
Aww.
It'll be better for your back so you can sit back. Also, just might be more comfortable.
Okay. And like Tally just climbs down onto the cushion of her seat and then very eagerly grabs like a big handful of candy and just
Bob,
starts munching.
Bob, Bob just chuckles and lets her go. Though he has lots of questions in his head right now.
Yeah, lots and lots of questions.
Yeah, but he'll keep but right now he'd like not to upset this kid. Uh, who he still not doesn't know very much, but she seems happy watching the movies, or at least this movie. He hopes.
Yeah, this movie good. Hmm.
How is she?
I will say like
Hmm?
I will say like Tally like is watching like along with the movie and just like munching on candy and like 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 halfway through the movie she like starts rubbing at her eyes
Oh,
with her sleeves.
Bob seeing this doesn't quite comment on it, but it is very cute that she's getting sleepy. I bet how it does she make it to the end of the movie though?
Well, let me roll something and see if she does. uh I'd say she almost makes it, but like right at the final scene, she nods off.
Oh, I think at the that's very cute. Did Tally ever put the Marcel's cloak back in her hammer space? Or is she just
I think she's been wearing it this whole time.
okay? Oh my god! So just tiny Tally falling asleep with Marcel's coat as a blanket. That's very cute.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the movie, Bob goes, turns off the projector, puts the film back, comes back to the chairs to see Tally has fallen asleep, and oh, what should I roll? So like he doesn't want to wake. He actually doesn't want to wake her up. He wants to let her sleep.
Aw.
I think because my thinking is that he's just gonna very carefully pick her up because this is actually a child who's small enough that he can do that, and he was gonna carry her back to his office because he's got a couch in there,
Mm-hmm.
and he can let her sleep there for now. Do you want me to roll for that, or can we just do that by rule of cute?
Rule of cute, man.
Okay.
Rule of cute.
Okay, yeah. Bob just gently picks up a bundled up Tally in Marcel's coat and carries her back to his office.
Oh, this is so cute.
And he's probably had to do this with Rad a couple times as well when Rad has fallen asleep.
Yeah. Aw. Aw. Oh no.
I know it's
Ah.
he just settles Tally down onto the couch and makes sure her head's supported by the pillow and she's plenty covered by Marcel's coat.
Yeah.
Make sure she's warm and comfortable. And I think he gently takes off her hat and places it on the arm of the couch.
Yeah. Aw. Oh, that's so soft. Ah.
Dad mode activated.
That mode has been activated.
Yep.
Hmm.
Now,
I almost feel bad about this next part.
yeah, we talked about this bit.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
You get like a knock at your door before before a very familiar like pink paw like kind of pushes it open, and Primrose uh just peeks inside, and she goes, hey, Bob, have you seen Tobias anywhere? And yeah.
Oh, oh, Primrose, shush. Try not to talk too loudly.
Okay, hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Roll insight, please.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Bob doesn't
yeah.
know what's coming, but Fable do. 9. Bob!
Wow. Okay. Hey, Primrose. Very abruptly looks alarmed, and Primrose unfortunately is an action first, talk later kind of person, and like she's suddenly rushing inside and trying to pick Bob up and move him away from Tally.
Bob, Bob, Bob is still. I don't think Bob knows how to process that. He's just go, what? Wait, what? Wait, no, wait, what are you doing? And he's still trying to talk very quietly because Tally is sleeping.
How long has she been here? How long has she been here?
What?
And like Primrose looks very alarmed. You
Wait,
have
shush,
never
shush.
seen Primrose like this.
Wait, just put me down for what? For a minute, and if we're gonna talk, let's do it outside.
Like Tally, like no, not Tally. Primrose very pointed, like glances at the sleeping Tally before she takes a deep breath and just nods and very, very carefully starts stepping out of the room, still holding Bob.
Yeah, Bob, and Bob doesn't. Bob will not continue talking until the door is closed.
And like the minute the door is closed, Primrose is like looking over you, and she's like, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh, are you hurt? Are you missing anything? Do you? And like she asks a very weird question next, and she's like, do you feel empty?
Bob, just roll insight, Primrose.
Primrose is great at that. 12.
12. Bob just blink. You just see Bob blink at you like, empty. Hurt? What? No, of course not. I've been fine. Fine. What is all this about? Why are you so? Does this have to do with
Are you
Tobias?
sure? Are you sure? No, this has nothing to do with Tobias. Oh gosh.
Okay, wait. Calm down. First off, put me down and explain calmly. I'm fine.
Like,
Nothing has happened.
oh, okay. And like Primrose very carefully sets Bob down on the ground. How did? Oh gosh. I take it you don't know what she can do?
She can crawl through the vents.
She.
I understand now. And Bob takes a second because he is recalling that moment when Tally saw Primrose in the movie. Right.
Yeah,
so you...
and like very similarly, Primrose looks very like just as alarmed at Tally, which seems to be very strange.
Right, so you two obviously know each other, and both seem scared of each other for some reason. That I'm
Primrose
not.
winces. Primrose winces. Oh gosh, her past has caught up with her faster than she wanted.
Hey, no, it's okay. I think she hasn't. She's actually been very polite. We had pancakes and we watched a movie.
I and like Primrose just is taking the time to take a deep breath, just a I I'm sorry. I are you sure? Please. She can take things that you're good at. She can permanently take things that you're good at and take them away forever. And please, dear, is anything missing?
Not as far
Is
as
anything missing?
No, nothing's missing. I'm fine. Are you? Are you okay?
Do you want to roll insight?
Yeah, I do. Can I argue if? Because I feel like it might give me a bad one again. 10.
Yeah, advantage, because Prim wears her heart on her sleeves, let's be honest.
Yeah, and like these two have had a talk
The
before.
tale tells all.
Like Bob is aware that Primrose has some baggage. He gave her a card for therapy.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah. Okay. Like Primrose like looks like she wants to say she's fine. She's obviously not fine.
I think Bob.
Like she's like borderline trying very hard not to go into a panic.
I think Bob's gonna just reach over and just very gently, place a hand on Primrose's shoulder and just go, breathe. It's okay. If she was going to do anything, I think she'd done it by now, but she didn't.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I should say, Primrose, we were watching a movie earlier, and when she saw your face, she looked, well, about as scared as you look right now.
Oh gosh, Primrose winces at that and like she falls quiet for like a long time. And like you can see like her ears tilting back and her tail drooping behind her. And she's just um I I have made a lot of mistakes. Uh the way I treated Tally was one of them.
Ah. Bob just
I
softens, but he's quiet. He lets you go on.
I Huh. Well, I guess it's time for talking, huh? And like Primrose just sighs before she like sits down like against the wall of the hallway.
Well,
And
let's see.
like she puts her head in her hands for a bit cuz like oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Do you want to talk about this with me? It seems like this history is with her.
I I don't know. I just and like Tally just kind of like glances at the door of Bob's office. I hmm. Like she's like debating inwardly like if she wants to talk about this. Like gosh, does she want to talk about this?
Bob,
It's like I feel like Primrose at this point owes an explanation, but like what is she willing to explain? That's the question.
Bob looks to be thinking. I'm not sure what it is exactly you did, but I know who you are now, and but I don't think she knows. She knows, and he looks at the door.
She wouldn't. It's been years since I last saw her, and the last time I saw her was
Not good, I
and
imagine.
like she winces again. Yeah, no, there was a lot of yelling on my part.
Well, I'm gonna make an educated guess and say that you're not the same person you were those years ago. And I'm
Primrose nods.
and I'm gonna make another educated guess and say that she isn't the same.
I, I don't know. I just
Do you want? I mean,
Tally,
I could go in there and ask her.
uh, like Primrose looks very nervous about that. Like I don't know if that's a good idea. If she reacted badly to me in the movie, it'll probably be a lot worse if it was me. I just
Hmm.
Kelly's always been a sweet kid, but I've been uh well, for lack of a better term, a bitch. It's
Bob looks surprised because that wasn't censored.
it was not. Primrose feels very strongly about how she was before.
Bob. Huh. Hmm.
I already mentioned the whole stealing things you're good at thing.
Yeah,
Um,
you mentioned it.
uh, well, I it involves that. It involves a lot of me getting her to do that over and over and over again. And it
Oh.
and well, in the end she stole something I was good at. And I don't know where that's gone now, and I don't think I'll ever get it back, but I just I don't know.
Do you want it back?
I I really do, but the last time I saw her was when I tried to go after her when she took it, and like by that point it's already gone.
Well,
And like Primrose just kind of buries her face in her hands.
well, it seems to me, well, not just that you two have history, obviously not a great one. I think this would be a case of it's okay not to see someone you have bad history with again, but it seems to me that both you know some of the same people.
What do you mean? And like Primrose, like the little gears are turning in her head a bit, and I'm gonna roll insight, see if she can come up with it on her own.
Well,
Oh,
Bob,
that's a nat 20.
yeah, well, Bob, you see the look on Bob's face. It's not necessarily a concern. It's kind of concern, but more just for Primrose is not going to be happy about it concern rather than oh, it's an actual concern.
Oh boy. Like, and Primrose just kind of pauses because she very distinctly remembers that Tally was wearing Marcel's coat. And she also distinctly remembers that Marcel has noticed that he goes to the library and teaches a kid to read. He has never specified which kid, but Primrose is very quickly connecting dots. And she's just, ah, ah,
Don't,
oh boy.
but before you panic, think about it. Think about it. If she was going to do something, I think she would have done it by now. Now I don't know her as well as Marcel or you. Actually, honestly, probably Marcel knows her better than either of us, but from what I've seen, Primrose, I think she's just a kid. Maybe a kid
And
who's
like
gotten
Primrose,
into obvious trouble, but
like,
hmm?
like Primrose is just like thinking to herself, yeah, that makes sense. Gosh, ugh, I'm sorry about all this.
Bob just smiles. There's nothing to apologize for. Tell you what, let me go check on her real quick, okay?
Okay, okay.
Are you okay?
I This is a lot to process. I might need a minute.
All right. You wait out here, all right?
Okay.
I think Bob's just going to make sure she's good before he quietly opens his office door and goes back in to check on Tally.
Uh, I think like Tally did wake up because like at Primrose got a little shouty at some points in there.
Okay, so then here's my question to you, Abby. Is Tally still there?
Uh, well, the code is still there. Roll investigation
No.
real quick.
19.
Like there like are clues like strewn about like some papers that are like on the floor that weren't on the floor before. And Bob eventually finds Tally like just like sitting on top of one of the filing cabinets, just curled up a bit, like
Oh.
ugh.
Oh.
She's very uncomfortable.
I think Bob goes over to the filing cabinet and doesn't look too surprised, honestly. I'm guessing you heard all that?
Um, just a little bit. Um,
Would you like to
is she
come?
not gonna hurt me?
No, no, she wouldn't do that. Would you
Hmm.
would you like to come down?
Or persuasion.
Okay.
And I will say at advantage because you've been very nice to Tally.
That's my persuasion. It's not the best. It's 14. Try again.
Still pretty good.
Not bad. 17. That's better.
Oh, that's real good. Nice. Tally just like takes a little deep breath before she very slowly nods. Okay. And
I think
she very carefully like tries to start climbing down.
Bob will hold out a hand to help her down. He knows she's good at climbing, but still.
Tally takes the hand very gratefully.
I think once
And yeah.
she's on her feet, Bob gives a second of quiet before just quietly opening his arms and, would you like a hug?
Tally nods and like instantly Bob has a little rubber hose Toon clinging onto him.
Yep, Bob's okay. Bob's okay with this. He wraps his arms around her and just very gently hugs her. And he does the dad thing that he's learned how to do, and that, hold them very gently in one arm and then gently pets her head. And I imagine she's probably got a couple knots in her hair. Get those out. Very gently.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I know you two, so it seems you two didn't get along very well last time you met.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Sometimes you meet someone at a certain point, and either you're not in a good place or they're not in a good place, and that's no one's fault. But I can tell you now, at least Primrose is a very nice person now. And I don't know how you were, but I think you're a very nice person. I'd hate I'd hate to see two very nice people not get along or be scared of each other. Do you think you would like trying to talk?
Um, and like Tally like looks uncomfortable for a bit, but like Bob, you've been very nice to her, and you're speaking very gently, and it's just ah.
And I think Bob
I think
sees that
eventually she's just. I think eventually she just does like the littlest of nods.
and tell you what, I'll be here for all of it, okay? Or as long as you'd like me
Okay.
to be.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. And I think Bob's not gonna move. He's just gonna still stand there, still hugging Tally. But then he will look towards the door and raise his voice a bit just for Primrose to hear. Prim, you can come in now.
There's like a long minute where like nothing happens before Primrose very carefully peeks into the room.
And yeah,
Hi. And like Tally just kind of like peeks over at Primrose over Bob's shoulder, and Tally very much is still uncomfortable, but she waves like a little hand to wave at Prim.
Bob just uh Bob hi Prim. So
Hi.
so this is my friend Tally. Tally, this is my friend Primrose. Which obviously you know each other, but I thought
Oh boy, role playing with myself. That's fun.
do you just want to give like do you want to just like yeah, I realize like I don't know how much Bob would say. He would let these two talk about it and maybe give some prompting. Do you want to maybe just like give like a summary of how it goes?
I I think I think it goes pretty good because like the way that Bob has handled this has been pretty good for both sides of this party. And like they don't like end off like as friends, but there's definitely like a okay, we can make a sort of fresh start kind of feeling.
Well, that's Bob's smiling at that. He doesn't expect them to be friends. He just doesn't want it. It just seems like Tally's here now, and it'd be awful for them to be scared of each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
think like Primrose is gonna ask like, so how do you know Marcel? And like Tally Tally goes oh met at the library. He was very nice. Um okay, and then like Primrose just nods as a okay, okay, okay. Prim definitely has vibes of this is really weird. This is really, really weird.
And I think Bob probably catches on to those vibes. I'm not gonna roll insight. I feel like Bob's been doing pretty good. And Dice Roller
Yeah.
sometimes doesn't like my insight rolls, so I'm just gonna say Bob catches on and goes, well, I think. And actually, you know what? Before Bob can even say anything, I think they hear yet another crash somewhere deep in the studio.
Oh my gosh. And like Primrose just winces and she like looks towards the door and she's like, "Ah, I swear if that's Tobias, I'm gonna and then Tally and then Tally looks surprised and she's like, you know Tobias too? And like Primrose looks at Tally and then she's like
Bob starts chuckling, because of course.
oh boy, Prim's gonna have a lot of questions for these two.
Oh, I imagine. I imagine. I feel like that's like the place to end this. I feel like that's really funny to end there.
Yeah.
Like, there's probably gonna be a bit more talking before Bob's just like, okay, everyone, this has been obviously very stressful for everyone involved. So I say let's take a break.
Break time.
Yep, and Primrose can go find Tobias knocked unconscious for whatever the crashing was.
oh boy.
That was adorable.
That was so cute. Oh gosh.
Oh, I'm looking at the roll zone. There's such cute artwork. Oh my gosh. But anyways,
Wait. Oh.
is there anything else that you want to add on?
That is all I can think of, honestly.
Alright. I think Bob is definitely gonna ask Tally, like, just make sure she has a place to stay. Because he has a feeling that
I
this
think
isn't.
Tally will admit the reason she came was to ask Tobias to hang out in his clubhouse.
Well, I guess Tally and Primrose are gonna be having a talk with Tobias later.
Yeah. Sorry to do this to you, Tobias, after your own FPS.
Yeah. To people who are listening, Lewis has just typed out, Tobias chuckling, I'm in danger. Alright, I think that's a good enough place to end the recording. Thank you all for listening. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Goodness. Bye.
Bye.